5 times the sea lost control or got angry. Mother Nature is a tricky beast. While most of the time she's full of beauty, things can get rather ugly in the blink of an eye. From a tsunami in Greenland overrunning a harbor to a massive ship caught in a powerful typhoon. Here are 5 times when water went out of control. Number 5. Life on Earth, as beautiful as it is fraught with dangers like drought, blizzards, wildfires, and more. Each of these disasters is huge on its own and can pose a severe threat to the locality affected by it. But there is one disaster that dwarfs the rest of them in terms of destruction, and that is a tsunami. This video from Greenland is a perfect example of the suddenness and danger these powerful walls of water can possess. After the first wave hits, several more follow. There is a second, third, fourth, etc. But none of them were quite as strong as number 6. This incident occurred at a small village named MEGA-Tsunami in Greenland at 9:40 p.m. local time and resulted from a gigantic landslide in Umiamaku Nunat Peninsula. The town was hit by multiple waves that were initially as big as 90 meters high and had a speed of 250 kilometers per hour. The largest of the waves appears at the end of the video and carries everything away. Thankfully, the person who took this video had escaped with their family by that point. Number 4. The Black Sea beaches of Iceland are pretty famous among tourists around the world due to their unique presence and uncanny beauty. However, many are unaware that these waters can be rather dangerous, sneaking up on people and often dragging them out to sea. This phenomenon is called sneaker waves, which occur when several smaller waves combine their energy to create one bigger wave.
Hey, hey! You barely made it. Oh! There. Oh. Oh. All right, we're going back. Oh crap! We got hit.
The boys in this video are caught in a similar situation where one of them is at a distance capturing the scenic view and the other finds himself in a rather uncomfortable situation, about to be hit by waves. Even though he makes it to a safe place just in time, soon enough a huge wave hits him and knocks him down. While the man behind the camera manages to stay on foot, he too gets wet by the waves. Number 3. Storms are terrifying as it is, but when they meet the ocean, the dangers are unthinkable. Waves can rise up to 50 feet high or more and pretty much devastate the coastlines. One such event occurred on March 21, 2018 in a small town in Italy named Maradia, when some severe tsunami-like waves overran a harbor. While it was not as big as some of the monsters witnessed by Italy in the past, these tides were powerful enough to cause damage to several buildings and streets around the coast. The large swells of water were the result of a heavy storm in the Tyrrhenian Sea. The water level was several meters high and eventually got so big that they overflowed the safety walls and swept away several containers. The waves also flooded the nearby lane, but luckily no human or animal was in the way. Number 2. The North Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea are characterized by frequent gales and storms that cause several deaths and shipwrecks every year. Although the ships are made to withstand some extreme weather conditions, the sea can get too rough for comfortable sailing sometimes. On May 13, 2021, this bulk carrier got caught in one of the typhoons in the South China Sea that tossed the vessel left and right like a toy. The waves recorded a storm force of 12 on the Beaufort scale, but the container fought shoulder to shoulder to stay afloat. The ship can be seen pitching and rolling as the massive waves hit it one after the other. We can clearly hear the warning sirens due to the heavy rolling of the ship. The most terrifying part about all of this is that the storm lasted several days. Somehow, everyone got out safe. Number 1. The Kampar River on the island of Sumatra in Indonesia is a well-known surfing destination around the world for its tidal bores known as Bano. The tidal bores refer to strong tides pushing up rivers against the flow of current. It's quite a spectacle when several foot-high tides crash into the shore and overflow the river. Hundreds of people gather around the coastline to witness this phenomenon. So was the case for the people in this video when the seawater flowed into the Kampar River and flooded into the village on December 6th. The initial waves were not very close to the coast and seemed harmless, but with time they gained considerable momentum, reaching up to 130 kilometers per hour inland through the river. They speedily moved close to the coastlines, scaring some of the spectators and driving them away. And then within seconds, the waves hit the shore, knocking the remaining people down. This natural occurrence is often feared by the locals as they are known to sink ships, especially during the rainy season. Fortunately, no one in this video gets hurt. Well, that's all we have for today. If you have a clip you want to see featured on this channel, you can send in your submission to the link down below or go to submit.monthlyfails.tv. Otherwise, click the link on the screen now to see more videos just like this. And with that, we will catch you with the next one.